So I'm going to be facilitating today. I'm a PhD candidate in the Department of English. Um, so I just want to get a rough idea in the room about how many of you are PhD students and how many are masters, PhDs, and the rest of you are all masters? Okay. So I'm going to ask you some questions as we go along, but I'm going to hopefully introduce you to some strategies you can use to improve your rankings in social media, to make yourself more visible on the job market. That's our objective today, okay? At any point, in particular at the end, if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll try to move as many questions as possible to the end, but if there's something that's really confusing you and you want me to stop, just let me know, okay? So we have a few objectives today. The first one is to introduce the big three social networks, talk about the pros and cons of social media use, and talk about recruiting perspectives, talk about the dangers of social media, some of the potential dangers that are out there, and then talk about strategy for how you can maximize your exposure in social media, okay? So we're going to focus on the big three, which are Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, okay? You'll see in a moment that there's, a large and expanding universe of social media applications that are out there now, and we simply do not have time as graduate students to be on every network that's available. So we're going to really hone your strategy down to a couple networks that are going to give you the maximum return on your time. Okay? That's our focus. So let's talk about the relative size of the social media universe. This is actually from early part of 2012, just showing you the relative number of users. Facebook with 845 million users, which is now well over 900 million users. Twitter with 500 million users, which is now in the 600 million range. LinkedIn has about twice as many users already, up to almost 300 million users. And you'll see some of the smaller networks that are yet to emerge. So you'll see 75 million users on WordPress, so bloggers, right? And that's a small number compared to the independently hosted blogs and things like that. You'll also see Pinterest here, which is a relatively new social media platform that is growing considerably. It's probably at least 3 times as big as it shows in that graphic. So those are some of the ones you might want to keep on your radar for future reference. But the ones we're going to talk to you today are really well positioned for highlighting your professional positioning, okay? So here's a kind of comedic graphic that we found. It's kind of social media explained. Twitter is I'm eating a hashtag donut, right? Facebook, I like donuts. Foursquare, this is where I eat donuts. Instagram, here's a vintage photo of my donut. YouTube, here I am eating a donut. LinkedIn, my skills include donut eating. Pinterest, here's a donut recipe. Last.fm, I'm now listening to donuts. And G+, I'm a Google employee who eats donuts. G+ is actually growing in popularity, and there's some reasons that I'll talk about later why you might want to keep G+ on your radar. But for now, it's not the most effective use of your time.